I think that's very important in order to create an ecosystem, to have the support of the government that will make the entrepreneurs and their families and their friends really comfortable with starting startups, because sometimes it's hard for a young entrepreneur to decide to leave his job or not doing what all of his friends are doing and to go to create a startup. I mean, that sounds a little bit weird, but if they see that the government support this ecosystem, it will make them feel more comfortable, and I think it's critical to do that in order to create an ecosystem, and I'm happy to see the government and great teams like Deloitte and others supporting this ecosystem. I think that's the way to do that. I think it's a long process. In Israel, for example, we are an owner of a governmental incubator. So a governmental incubator in Israel, it's a very unique model when the government subsidizes 85% of the investment in a company. So, for example, in Israel, the company gets 2 million shekels, which is approximately $500,000. We as investors only need to invest 15% out of it, and the government subsidizes 85% out of it. So most of the risk is going on the government. So that allows us as an investor to leverage our money and to invest in risky projects. That allows the companies to get enough money to prove that they have something, and then to get funded from the private sector. So it's like a win-win situation, and we also managed to prove that for every dollar that the government invests in this program, it gets back more than this $1. Some of it directly from taxes and stuff like that, and some because some of those companies are doing well and they need to pay back the government the grant. So I think it's a long process and it's a long way, but I think in the end, the local government also need to maybe do something similar in order to help the investors, local investors, foreign investors, to feel more comfortable, to lower their risk, and that will be a win-win situation for everyone. Generally, it's a good idea to exchange knowledge, because Israel, in a sense, is very similar to Cyprus, because we don't have a local market. Cyprus, pretty much the same, because it's a small country. And it's even smaller. So to exchange knowledge will lower the cost of doing well, will shorten the term of doing well. And I can tell you, in Israel, the ecosystem is very cooperative, and we're always happy to help each other and to help others. And you can see us as investors coming here and trying to give our time, trying to give our knowledge, and trying to help. So we'll do that happily, and I think it's a great idea to do that, and we're willing to do whatever necessary.